Hey my plant-empowered ladies, vegan coach Naomi here. Tonight we are going to be doing something different. I'm going to invite you into my kitchen where we're going to make something delightful. Because I've heard from lots of you that right about now you need something delightful in your life, right? You need something delightful to do, something delightful to look forward to, something delightful to smell. And so that is why I wanted to do this live stream tonight. That is why I wanted to teach you how to make my apple strudel delight. And that is why I want to have this talk tonight about refocusing yourself away from the stress that's going on. Because this is a good skill to foster and practice, because yeah, we're in a pandemic right now, a crazy, unprecedented time. But the truth is, in each of our lives is constantly life happening. Shit happens, right? We're constantly going through upheavals. There's illnesses, there's job losses, there's tragedies, there's accidents, there's, wonderful things, there's births and marriages and, the roller coaster of life. And so we want to be able to be in control of our mind and our heart, even when there's a big upheaval happening. So let me know that you guys are here. Let me know that you can hear me okay. I'm gonna wave to you guys, let me know. Lots of you are on here today. So if you are currently in my weight loss groups or programs, then you know that I don't really focus a lot on desserts when it comes to losing weight. I have a big, I really like to focus on, instead of like running to food when we want to soothe ourselves, I always really want to encourage you to find other things to do to fill that hole that you used to run to food for. But this particular pandemic really is unprecedented, right? I mean, none of us have ever had the entire country shut down. We don't remember the Depression, even if our parents do, the one of the 30s, we don't remember that. And maybe in the 2008 recession, maybe some of us lost a lot, maybe life changed, but the whole world didn't stop at that moment. Right now, the whole world is pretty much stopped, except Florida and where I am. And so I thought I would figure out a way to make something really ooey gooey, sweet, and creamy. And so that's what I'm going to do tonight. But of course, it is whole food, plant-based, and oil-free. So, and of course, because I specialize in making things easy and making things simple, this is not going to have any weird ingredients. Most likely you have everything in your kitchen. Most likely you have it ready to use. And so it's not going to be earth-shattering easy, but this may be something that you have never done before. So I like to call it my whole food, plant-based, oil-free apple strudel delight. And we're going to be making it with some vanilla nice cream. So short and sweet and simple, okay? So who's here? Let me know that you're watching. I can't see any comments at all. So I hope that you guys are letting me know that you're here. Let me see if I can comment. I'm going to comment and see if it shows up. Sometimes this happens. There's my comment. All right, let me know that you guys are here. Here's the thing about this delicious apple strudel. You can make this with any kind of apples that you like. So actually, I had one Granny Smith left over. I had a pink lady and I had a gala. And I had two of this other red kind. I don't even know what they were. So that's the beautiful thing about this. You just make this with any old apples you have hanging around. And you don't have to write down the recipe now. I'm going to post it in the group. I'm going to post it in the comments. And I'm going to post it by this video. And I'll make sure that you guys all get it tomorrow. But here's the question. While we're waiting for everybody to hop on, the question is, what kind of apples do you guys like? That's what I really want to know. I want to know what kind of apples you guys like best, because right now, and the more you get into this whole food, plant-based, no oil way of eating, the more you start to notice that each apple tastes different, has a different mouthfeel, a different sweetness, a different juiciness. And so you might start to be like, wow, I really like these pink lady apples like I do. So, so let's get started with the recipe. It doesn't look like I can see any comments. So if you're asking me questions, dang, I just can't hear anything. Can anybody give me any hearts or likes and let me know that you can hear me and see me? Let me know. I was able to comment and see my own comment, but I was not able to see any of your comments, and I don't know what to do about that. Okay, so let's get started with the recipe, okay? All right, so again, I'm gonna post the recipe, so do not ever fear. All right, or should we start this whole live stream over because I can't see the comments? What do you guys think? Should we start it all over? I can't see any comments, so I don't know. Dang it, I'm gonna keep going. Okay, so here's what you need. You're gonna need 4 apples of any kind, like I said before, and you're gonna need to peel them, right? And then you're just gonna cut right across the 4 sides, and you're gonna cut them into a rough dice, okay? Just a rough dice, just like this, what I'm doing here. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? Because we want this to just be easy, to just be something that you could do with some apples that you have left over, okay? So that's it. I've got my 4 cups of apples right here, and then you're going to be putting on a teaspoon of cinnamon. Oh, Ada, she says she can see me and hear me. I can't see any comments. Dang it. Is everybody commenting? I wish I could see comments. Ada, does everybody want me to start the live stream over? Because I could do that, and maybe we'll get the comments. Let me know, because I can't see any comments. Yes, lots of people on. All right, here's what I'm going to do, everybody. Oh, I see Linda made a comment. She said hello. Okay, everybody comment something so that I can see that you can hear me and see me okay. Linda said hello. Donna said yes, commenting. Okay, I can see you now. Wasn't that weird? I couldn't see anything for the whole first few minutes. All right, so 1 teaspoon. I'm so happy to have you all on here. Thank you for being patient and commenting so that I know that everything is working good. All right, so this is already smelling amazing. I could just be happy with apples and cinnamon, as you guys know. And if you love cinnamon even more, you can put more cinnamon than the 1 teaspoon. So you're just gonna mix it up like this, right? Hey, Peggy and Joellen, nice to see you. Scarlett, how are you? Patricia, Carlin, Linda, yay. Linda says she loves Honeycrisp. I love those because they're juicy, aren't they? They're so juicy. Deb, nice to see you. Yay, Donna says keep going. All right, so I'm gonna keep going. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a baking dish and you're gonna just pour them in. Now this is a very small amount, okay? I'm just making enough for like 2 or 3 of these strudels. Now here is the most beautiful thing about this is that you know, you could serve this for you and your husband or just yourself or whatever, and then the next day you could like just put the rest of it on top of your oatmeal, or you could put it on top of a sweet potato, or you could serve it all again, and that would be so fun. Okay, Donna says she loves Honeycrisp and Pink Lady. Me too, totally. All right, so now that's done, right? There's the apples. Now we're gonna make the strudel topping, and like you guys who have been with me a long time, you probably know what the strudel topping is, and it's something that people who work with me in my weight loss groups and programs know that they should always have this handy in their cabinet, in their pantry. This is granola sprinkle. You see that? This is granola sprinkle, and I'm gonna give you a very quick tutorial on how to make it. But if you really want to see me make the balls and the sprinkle and break it all down and talk about different kinds of oats and the whole 9 yards, you should get into my ultimate grain training class where I have an entire video just on oats and granola sprinkle and the energy balls so that you can see me slowly go through this whole thing. So, so here's what you do to make this, okay? So you're gonna take 1 cup of oats, and that doesn't fit in my jar. So there we go. You're gonna take 1 cup of oats, and you're gonna grind that up first, okay? And the reason why is because they are rolled oats, and so they are the old-fashioned kind, so they don't grind as quick as quick oats. And you want to make sure that it's ground up pretty nice. You don't want to have like these tough, big, giant, tough oats, okay? All right, then we're going to do a 1/4 cup of nuts, and if you are watching your weight, you can definitely just skip the nuts entirely. But, you know, it's always an option, and I would really love to see you use walnuts the most because that has all the omega-3s in it. Okay, so just a 1/4 cup for about 3 servings that this makes. 2 tablespoons of coconut. Same thing, if you're watching your weight, just leave this out until you reach your goal weight. I'm already at my goal weight, so I can have a little bit of nuts and I can have a little bit of coconut if I want to. And you guys who know me, if you've been to the retreats, you've seen that I eat the non-fat variety, generally speaking. All right, then we put a twist of salt in here because the salt makes the sweetness pop. And then we want to use a few dates, and we just want 5 dates. We don't need that many, right? So you want to make sure that you pit each date, that you take the pits out, and that you take this little cap. You see this little cap thing? You don't want that in your granola sprinkle, right? So the way that you pit this is you just cut right across, and the pit is right in the middle, and then you just take it out, okay? And then you just rip this up and put that right in there. And this is all there is to it to make this granola sprinkle. And then we put a little more cinnamon in it. Again, if you love cinnamon, then you can put a little more. Did I already do the salt? I think I did. There, I'll do it again. I think I remember saying that the salt makes it pop, right? Okay, so here we go. Hold on. There we go. Okay. And we're just going to grind it up. And that's done. Look at that. Now, here's your choice again. Oh, look what happened. All right, you missed a half a date. All right, things happen, whatever. So here's the thing. You can make this chunkier or less chunky. Like if you don't like big chunks of nuts or dates, then you can grind it up even more. If you like it really chunky, then you can grind it less. Okay, so mine is chunky because I like chunks. So then here's our stuff, right? And we are just gonna sprinkle this right on top of there, just like that. Okay? Now, this recipe makes more than you need for this strudel, but you want to get, cover the top pretty well. You can let it fall down to the sides, right? There you go. And that's all you need to do, okay? So, let's get this out of the way. We'll get this out of the way. And there you have it, right? And then you're going to put it in a 375-degree oven for like about an hour. So this is something you need to make before you know you want it. That's the truth, okay? So we're gonna put that in here. Oh my God, that smells amazing. And then I have the one left over from yesterday. which I am going to just, so here's how it looks the next day. Oh my God, that looks just amazing. Okay. Oh, imagine how that smells. Oh, can you see the steam coming off of it? Okay. So now I'm going to show you how to make the nice cream. And many of you already know how to make nice cream, but maybe you've never put these three things together. And this is actually the baking dish that I use. It is like a very slim, small baking dish. So you just need a small one. Who wants to see me make this nice cream? You guys ready for nice cream? Peggy says it looks delicious. June says I have to make that. Donna says, what did you put on the glass baking dish so it doesn't stick or burn? So I didn't put anything because you watched me not put anything. And this is the bottom of the dish. This is the bottom of the dish. It's not burnt or stuck. You put a little water on it and it's going to be done. Isn't that amazing about oil-free cooking? You would think that, right, Donna? You would think that everything is going to stick and burn and then nothing does. It's the craziest thing. All right, so let's get rid of that. Let's put this to the side. Let's get out the frozen bananas. Okay, so everybody following a whole food, plant-based, delicious way of eating should be having some frozen bananas in their freezer at all times. And these are not rotten bananas. These are, I like to freeze the bananas like when they are perfect for eating, not when they're overripe or anything like that. I don't think that makes good ice cream. I think it's like slimy that way. I like it, you know, when the bananas are perfect for eating. So, now, I don't have a recipe for nice cream. I'm just gonna wing it and make it the way I make it, and maybe I'll write it up tomorrow, or maybe I'll write it up tomorrow for you, because it just depends on like how many chunks, how big are your chunks, like you have to like wing it with nice cream. It depends on how warm it is in the room. It depends on what kind of plant milk you're using. It depends on whether you like it thicker or thinner. It just depends, okay? So, what you do is you take out a bunch of chunks. I guess if you like lined them all up, it would be 2 bananas worth for 2 servings, or 1 banana for 1 serving. In which case, you'd have to use a smaller processor, like the one that I was making the sprinkle in. Boy, these are really frozen. Okay. Okay. Oh. 2-second rule. There we go. Even in the middle of a pandemic. Okay. So, so that's that. Never let these unfreeze. Put them right back into the freezer. And always buy 2 bunches of bananas so that you can always do that, okay? All right, so now we have to wait just a minute or 2, and I'm gonna look through all the comments and see everything. And then again, so you're just gonna put a little splash. Let me just measure it just to see. You're just gonna put a little splash in at a time. You never want to over milk it, because then it's a smoothie and then you can't have nice cream. So always remember to err on the side of less, knowing you can always add while you're blending. So here's a 1/4 cup. I'm going to put half of it in to begin with. And I know we're going to need more. I'm putting the whole thing in. I already know. Okay. Then we're just going to put a 1/2 capful, like a 1/4 capful, just a tiny bit of vanilla in there. And that's it. That is how you make vanilla ice cream. Now I could do a whole nother live stream making like all kinds of different amazeballs flavors. Let me know if you guys want me to do another video some other time of making like amazeballs flavors. I'm talking like maple peanut butter fudge swirl thing. Yeah. Oh my God, I can make so many flavors. It's so much fun. All right, so you gotta let this like sit just for a minute. That's the secret to nice cream. It has to just sit like this and just come to a little bit more room temperature. All right, so let's see what the comments are saying. We got lots of people on here. This is so fun. It's so nice that everybody is just coming together and just gonna have a nice time. We don't need to social distance. We come together in this group and we can and it would have been terrible if I couldn't have seen the comments, right, you guys? All right, so, okay, so let's see. All right, we answered Donna. June says she has to make this. Peggy says it looks delightful. Wait till you smell it. So this is part of helping us relieve our stress, that whole aromatherapy aspect of it. First there's the mindfulness of chopping the apples and putting on the cinnamon and twisting the salt, and we're making something for our self-care, something that's good for us to eat. Then we're gonna have the smell of it wafting through the house. And I don't know anybody that doesn't love the smell of cinnamon, oats, and apples. That's like a no-brainer, right? Patricia says, yes, nice cream. Ada says, me. Scarlett says, no oil is amazing. It is amazing. It's so amazing. Evelyn, nice to see you on here. 2-second rule, yes. Everybody's saying yes to the nice cream video. I should definitely do that. Carlin says she makes chocolate raspberry. That sounds amazing. Yeah, you can make chocolate berry. So fun. So fun. And that's just frozen berries with the cacao powder. Is that how you do it, Carlin? Ada says, I love this. I feel like we're in the same room when you put your face up to the camera. Looks amazing. Yes, when I cook with people in their own kitchens, I am like this, right in their face. Right, Patty? Right, Patty Layton? So, all right, let's give this a try and see if it is ready. Okay? Here we go. So, again, I have, all right, let me just slow down a second. Where is the, oh, here we go. So I have a Ninja Master Prep set, and it has this big bowl and this small bowl so that I can do lots of different things with it, but it's still pretty good and strong. So, so I'm gonna, for some reason, the nice cream is better in the bigger one, so that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm just gonna pulse it, okay? Because we don't want it to run gummy, and we wanna make sure that the bananas are soft enough to get going. Okay, here we go. All right, so now we're stuck. As soon as it stops spinning, then that's when you know you need more liquid. You just pour some in there, a little at a time, 2 tablespoons at a time. And you also may need to open it up, push it down, but I'm telling you, it's so worth it. So worth it. Okay, we're gonna put another sploosh in there. Just see how I'm drizzling it in. Okay. There we go. And there we go. All right, you see it spinning now. Now, when I pulse it, it gives it an opportunity to turn over more than if you don't pulse it. If you just let it spin. All right, are you guys ready for the magic? Patricia's asking, sorry, new to this, what kind of milk? Plant milk. Any plant milk that you like. That could be almond milk. It could be oat milk. It could be rice milk. Any soy milk, of course, any plant milk. Okay? All right, are you guys ready? Okay. Oh my God. And this is what it should look like. Tell me if you're like, oh my God, I have to do this immediately. Okay? So it looks like soft serve ice cream. Smells amazing. So then you just take this out, and I like mine thick. So you just take it out like that. And then here I have my beautiful strudel, and I'm just gonna take my nice cream. You see that? And I'm just gonna plop it right on there like it's a giant whipped cream or a pie a la mode. And there you have it. Now, you might have noticed that I'm gonna put this in the freezer and save it for my husband. If I can fit it in somewhere. All right, here we go. All right, you might have noticed that there was some dark powder on my picture earlier today. What do you guys think that was? Right? What do you guys think that was? Linda says, perfect, I have frozen bananas. Can you tell us again the name of the Ninja? This is my Ninja Master Prep Set. You can order it on Amazon, and they sell it at JCPenney. This is the beautiful thing that we just made together on the live stream. Okay, so this is what I put on it. I am a total freak for coffee ice cream, used to be, right? And so there's no plant-based coffee ice cream that I know of really. And so I got this Ticino, and another good brand is Dandy Blend, which is, these are herbal coffee flavored teas. This is made by Ticino, and if you smell it, it smells like coffee. And so I like to put that right on top like that. Now, you could put cacao on there, just a little bit, not a lot, right? Just a little bit goes a long, long way. And so you could put cinnamon on there. You could put a tiny drizzle of maple syrup. Any of those things would be a total good idea. Okay. Patricia says, I will be dreaming about this. Yummo. Deb says cacao. Yeah. Donna says granola chocolate. Yes, you could put granola chocolate on top of the nice cream, on top of the granola that's on top of the apples. That sounds amazing, Donna. Donna says, I've had that Ticino. Yeah, I don't like it as a drink, but I love it in my nice cream. I'm just saying that. Okay. Carlin says, love my Ninja, has the same one. Donna says, smells amazing, but it has no taste. Yeah, I don't like the Ticino as a drink. I love it as a topping. So, I need to get a fork, and then we can talk. So, does anybody else have any questions about this amazing? Remember, my strudel is yesterday's strudel. This is what I had left over from yesterday. And it's soft and sweet. And it's a little bit crunchy. It's creamy because of the ice cream. Oh my God. It's so good. So, I hope you guys try this. This is just 3 basic things that you probably already have. Okay. Balsamic glaze. Wow, I hadn't thought of that. Okay. All right. So, I hope you had fun watching this cooking thing. Now I want to talk about something positive. Now that we are in a more positive mindset because we know we're going to make this beautiful thing. Eating this supports your health and your prevention of disease and boosts your immunity and makes you feel good. Okay? So this is not anything you need to feel guilty about. Okay. So I want to talk about something. What do you think is something that might improve? Like, we all know about the shitty things happening as a result of this pandemic. What do you guys think are some of the good things that might improve as a result of this pandemic thing, this whole country shut down, not going to work, not being able to go out? What do you guys think are some of the good things? Can you type it in the comments what you think? And if you're just hopping on now, you missed the amazing apple strudel delight that we just whipped up with the nice cream. Oh my God, you'll have to watch the beginning of the video. All right, so here's what I think, okay? Ada says, hopefully people will learn to appreciate what they have. Patricia says it's a reset for people's family and the earth. Yeah, this is a major reset. It's like pushing the reset button. Denise says parents, appreciation for teachers. Oh, hell yes. We have some teachers here on the live stream. And oh boy, yes. Peggy says, I hope we can continue to enjoy the simple things in life. Actually talking to one another. Yay! That's what I want to do here is talk to you. Linda says, find out what you can live without. Carlin says, hopefully families will spend quality time together. Deb says, we will become aware for all we have to be grateful for. We'll not take it for granted. Donna says, people are going to realize what's really important in life. They're going to be more compassionate, caring, loving, and helpful, and supportive of others. Yeah. Patricia says, a good time to self-reflect and appreciate doing nothing. Patricia says, yay, teachers. Evelyn says, the social distancing and hand washing may continue and prevent the spread of future disease. So all of those are true. And all of those are reflected in the 5 that I sort of came up with. So here we go. And part of this thinking about what are the good things that can happen as a result of this is a way to refocus yourself away from stress. If you are feeling stressed about how am I going to do my work at home, or I just lost my job, what am I going to do? Or what if I get sick, or any of all of these things, or what if the whole world goes to hell in a handbasket? What's going to happen, right? So I think some things that are positive that might come out of this is that our country might bring back manufacturing, right? Because we are seeing the direct result of outsourcing our manufacturing and reliance on consumer goods from other countries. We're seeing how the lack of those personal protective equipment, and that we're not able to get them. This is America, for God's sakes, right? And we have to wait for them to be shipped from China, where the disease is. That's ridiculous. Everybody is seeing right now that that's ridiculous. And so that might mean having manufacturing come back home. And that might mean jobs at higher wages, and that people might care about their jobs. But that also might mean higher prices of goods, right? Because everybody knows that things manufactured in America are not cheap, but they are better. And it might bring quality goods made with pride by people who care about their jobs, who earn a living wage, like a whole revamping of that. Instead of the misery of the minimum wage and the McDonald's worker and the workers right now. It's so miserable. The whole drive for consumer goods. Maybe our political system is going to change dramatically as we see how our political system is crippled and can't make a choice when it's really necessary to help our people, our workers, right? We can't help them in a timely manner, and that's because of politics, as it were, right? Number 3, our personal focus on consumerism at all costs to make us happy and to fulfill us, that's going to change. Like you guys are all saying, we're going to be grateful for what we have, and we're going to want what we have and have what we want, right? So, because this whole thing about buying and getting is an empty promise. It never fulfills us, even though we think it does. And it leads to a focus on money and what you don't have. And that just feels miserable all the time, instead of gratitude and celebrating what you do have, especially all the things that money can't buy, like laughter, love, family, health. Money can't buy any of that shit, right? Like you guys all said it. Number 4, a global and personal focus on health first, right? Which will lead to a focus on prevention, because where else could that lead to? Instead of convenience, because right now, everything that is bad about the healthcare system is focused on convenience. Pills are convenient. Fast food is convenient. Sitting around watching TV is convenient. So ordering stuff and having it shipped to us is convenient. So if you don't have your health, like what do you have? When I was diagnosed with cancer and I was going through all those treatments and all those things, I learned you have nothing. You have absolutely nothing without your health. So if we can focus more on health and prevention, then the self-care activities will fill our lives and really fulfill us. And that would be like cooking, gardening, reading, meditating, talking with friends, like you guys were saying, like really talking to people. And then number 5 brings me to a focus. That's number 5 thing that I think is going to improve as a result of this pandemic is a focus on personal responsibility. That each of us is important and makes a difference, right? Instead of feeling like nothing matters or nothing we do matters. I'm sure you've heard people say that they feel that my vote doesn't matter, nothing I do matters. So what if I don't eat animals? It's not going to change anything. But the truth is, and what I really believe is that we all matter, and what we do matters, and what you choose matters, and that you matter. That's what I really truly believe. And that just feels better all around when you say, I matter. I matter to me, I matter to my neighbor, I matter to everybody on this live stream and in this group, and I matter to humanity. That just feels better. That's a life I want to live. So I think that the 5 things I outlined dovetail perfectly with the ones that I read before that you guys all said. And so here are a couple of positive things that you can do to refocus yourself in times of stress so that you control the focus. So here we go. Where focus goes, energy flows, right? So if you focus on being afraid for your health and afraid for your job and afraid for your future, what happens? What happens to your behavior and your beliefs, right? So then an emergency like this happens, and now you feel, because you're afraid, you feel imprisoned in your home, and it steals your productive time that you have. We are being told, stay home, right? But because you're so afraid, you can't use your time productively, you can't appreciate it, you can't think of things to do. So it steals that from you. But if you focus on valuing your health and your life, what happens? Well, then you've been delivered a vacation, right? You're delivered to your home to rest and recharge, like one of you said before, with free time and the ability to use resources and creativity and flexibility to do things in a new way, whether that's work or health or relationships or anything. Carlin says, one of my favorite quotes by Gandhi is, be the change you want to see in the world. Yeah, definitely. So for example, so that's the reason why I decided to put all of my classes, open them all for enrollment. If you're home and you have time and you're working at home and you have time, or you're not, you refocus yourself on, okay, what do I want to learn? What do I need to do differently? What can I do with this time, right? So I have the plant-based blast-off class for those of you who are looking to blast off into this way of eating, right? I have the nitty-gritty plant-based nutrition class, which is strictly focused on plant-based nutrition, all the aspects of it, protein, calcium, omega-3s, iron, the whole 9 yards. That one is webinar style. The plant-based blast-off class is a few videos of me in my kitchen, a few webinar style, and it's a nice mixture, and it's a way to get you blasted off. And then I have this very interesting Beat Emotional Eating Challenge, which is not at all focused on food. It's focused on you, your mind, your heart, and how it led to the emotional eating that might be stopping you from sticking to this plant-based lifestyle that you so desperately want and need for your health, right? And then I have ultimate grain training for those of you who are a little more advanced, already plant-based, and want to learn how to add and cook all sorts of new and different grains to your repertoire of recipes. Then you should come and join me in that class. It's super fun. So that's number one. Choose where you want to focus. Number two, stop eating animal foods. Stop it right now, because that is the number one thing you can do to really move the needle, because killing these animals for food and goods is where the deadly bacteria is that is spreading from animals to humans. And so you need to just stop it. And these same animal foods are responsible for the epidemics of heart disease, cancer, and diabetes that we have in this country today. And nobody is talking about that. Millions of people are dying. Nobody is talking about that. So commit to prevention, commit to your health, and stop eating animal foods. And give yourself a pat on the back for doing that, because that's the single best thing that you can do for everyone, including yourself. And number three, ask yourself, how can I take personal responsibility for what is going on in the world today? What's my part, right? What can I do differently today to make things better for myself, to be part of the solution? Like the Gandhi quote, right? Be the change you want to see in the world. So that's empowering, right? And if it is getting started with this way of eating, check out the units tab in this group, where I have uploaded a whole bunch of free resources to help you get started. And if you really want the coaching and the help, and you want to learn what you need to learn to really drop the weight and have that kind of health transformation you're really looking to, then definitely get on the phone for a heart-to-heart chat with me to see what you really need to do next. Let's see what people are saying. Carlin says, we enjoy your sessions, have been oil and dairy free for almost 2 months. Aw, thank you, Peggy. Okay, Deb says, if I sign up on Friday, can I start the class next week? Yes, I'm going to leave enrollment open till Friday, but I'm going to leave the classes open for you to do them, to work on them. Most of them are 14-day classes or 21-day. I'm going to leave them open the whole month of April so that you can work on them on demand, on your own time frame, so that you can definitely get them done during that time. Does that answer your question, Deb? Okay, and then, really important, don't go. Friday at 1 p.m., join me for a live stream with Dr. Patel, our very own plant-based physician. Dr. Patel, for an in-depth look at how you can protect yourself from the coronavirus and boost your immune system using your body, your mind, and your own soul. And if you've ever attended a live stream with me and Dr. Patel, you know that we go deep. You know that he has a lot to offer that other people are just not talking about. And so I really invite you to that. I will be creating an event and inviting everybody to that. And it's on Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard. So mark your calendars now. And oh my goodness, I have to go because the weight loss group ladies are tonight at 8 p.m. and they will be waiting for me. Okay, everybody, I hope that you had a lovely time chatting with me, making this amazing strudel, and talking about what good can come out of this and refocusing yourself. And I hope to see you in the classes. If you have any questions, just message me. If you want to get with me for coaching and the group programs, just message me. And let's get this done. Let's be part of the solution, okay? All right. I love you all, and I will see you in the group.